return from the Sydney Championships. Just waiting for the bell to be rung, which signals the time for the horse to prepare to enter the arena. These arenas have recently been refurbished with new judges' boxes, and some of the horses are taking a little while to get to know the new surroundings. Time will be running short now, and Victoria will be preparing to enter. If they don't enter on time, there are penalties that are applied for a late entry. In canter, the horse was travelling slightly quarters to the left, and it's important that the horse travels straight to develop a hind quarter or hind leg that can support equally the weight of the horse. By travelling slightly crooked, at times the horse is avoiding the issue of carrying the weight. There was clear lengthening over the ground, but perhaps lacking some suppleness in its top line and frame. But the positioning in half pass was consistent, with clear energy. Again, more control of the quarters would be desirable on the first half of the circle, controlling the bend with the coordination of correct aids. Forward through a transition to walk, but a little more suppleness is needed both in the top line and through the body of the horse. Maintaining of the activity is important in this part of the movement without disturbing the rhythm. And once again, the rider is asking here for the horse to take the contact and the rein forward while it lengthens its frame, expands the stride over the ground in a relaxed manner. A prompt transition, quite expressive in trot, but some tension and resistance interrupting the fluency of the movement and breaking the pace. The bend in the half pass to the right needs further development so that the hindquarter is not trailing but more parallel to the long side. Fair balance in the circle prepares the horse for shoulder in, which maintains a similar bend, although the horse is travelling straight. Uphill in transition to canter, prompt and well placed at the marker of C. But here the balance in extended canter is a little bit lacking. There's certainly enthusiasm and energy, but the horse struggling at times to find a perfect balance. A straight approach, although more weight could have been taken to the hind leg before the turn was created. Coming back to the long side, the horse has anticipated a change and not really been on the aids of the rider. It was corrected, but disturbed the picture of that movement. Looking at these movements on both reins, the judges are checking to see the horse is equally supple and shows symmetry in the bend and ability on both sides of the horse. Again in the corner, the horse becomes tense and tightens through the back. These moments of tension, the marks are detracted in the movement itself, but also in the submission mark at the end of the collectives in the test. Once or twice it can be forgiven, but when it's repeated like this in each of the corners and in some of the changes, it will affect the mark of the submission, in fairness to other competitors. It's a test of the rider's skill to be able to refocus the horse and settle the horse to perform the rest of the movements without disturbance. There was clear risk and ground cover in that extension. The rider had great courage and rode forward, but she must know the horse well enough to anticipate she could collect it and make a clean change at the end. The final centre line again could have been straighter, and I think there'll be moments where the rider will feel she could have improved on that test. There were highlights, but a few disappointing moments when the tension interrupted the harmony.